Hello and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we're looking at the iPhone 5S in 2022. The iPhone 5S came out way back in 2013. This phone is 9 years old. You can still use the iPhone 5S today as your main phone for light usage. It feels amazing to hold the 4-inch iPhone. It just feels so comfortable. This phone feels quite premium. It is rightfully considered one of the best iPhone designs of all time. The back of the 5S is made of an all-aluminum body with the glass cut out on the top and bottom. The iPhone 5S has 4-inch Retina display at a resolution of 1136 by 640 pixels, all at a 326 ppi density. The display quality of the iPhone 5S is actually quite good even today. I'm not having any trouble with this display. The iPhone 5S is a very small phone by today's standards, but it's still very nice and is very easy to use with one hand. The display is still pretty solid with good color and contrast. When it comes to performance, the iPhone 5S rocks the Apple A7 chip. The first 64-bit processor ever used in a smartphone. This gave the iPhone 5S a tremendous performance boost as compared to iPhone 5. The 64-bit chipset meant it was perfectly set up to last a long time. It's paired with single gigabytes of RAM and came shipped with iOS 7. It gets iOS support all the way until 2019 with iOS 12. Because iOS 12 isn't too old yet, you're still able to download the current versions of a lot of apps from the App Store. It comes in 3 storage options, 16, 32, and 64 gigabytes. Even in 2022, the iPhone 5S isn't that slow. The iPhone 5S was the first ever iPhone to use biometric authentication in the form of a fingerprint scanner. This is still an incredibly fast and secure way to unlock your phone. Touch ID works so seamlessly on this phone. Back in 2013, the Touch ID was the main selling point of the iPhone 5S. Let's move on to the camera. The back camera sensor is 8 megapixels that can film video in up to 1080p. During the day, it can produce pleasant images that aren't overly saturated or sharpened. Pictures can look nice in good lighting conditions. Moving indoors or to any low light situation and you'll be looking at grainy blurry photos. It lacks low light situations. The full HD video quality is okay. This was the first iPhone to include slow motion videos. It records 720p footage at 120 frames per second. The 1.2 megapixel front-facing camera is not very good. Pictures from it are just straight up bad. Unlike today's phone, the iPhone 5S has no annoying protruding camera. It's completely flush with the body. The iPhone 5S gets a 1560 mAh battery. The battery life on this phone is pretty bad. It was just enough to get through a day. You will get a fully day as long as you don't use it constantly. It did get quite hot when I was using 4G connectivity. You can't check battery health on this phone. It was only made for the iPhone 6 and later. On the top we have power button. The left side has silent mute switch and volume controls. The bottom of the phone has a headphone jack, microphone, lightning port and speaker. The SIM card tray is located on the right side. Every app one use on a daily basis was usable on the iPhone 5S. Some apps had to run older versions as the latest ones weren't compatible with iOS 12. Currently, the price for the iPhone 5S is around $35 on eBay. The iPhone 5S is available in 3 finishes, silver, space gray, and gold. So how does the iPhone 5S hold up 9 years later? Shockingly well, it's not too slow, at least around the UI. My experience of using the iPhone 5S today wasn't all that bad. So even in 2022, the iPhone 5S is still usable. In the end, hit that subscribe button and thank you so much for watching today's video.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving.